Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Can you hear me? I'll do it. No.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields going to throw right away. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here and try and gain that yardage back. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Fields going to hold on to it.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Kari Blasingame
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact, and it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense the film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from
2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Fields going to get that outlined to Mooney. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
There's Mooney with another catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields, completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for touchdown. Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney, and the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Hurts. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the 27, Hurts.
That's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Dominique Robinson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 33 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Montgomery back to the ground. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 14.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's brought down.
Don't worry. I'm just trying to help you get games. You said you was too good.
No antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
You're
It's
welcome.
intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Back to throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And stopped a few yards
GG's.
shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.